All right, so we are hanging out with Jägertown. First of all, thanks for joining. First of all, yeah, of course. Can you guys tell us how you came up with the name?
You gonna make me fill that one?
Go ahead.
Do you want me to take
Yes.
this? Hold this. Do you want to?
Well,
So I don't know
I'll
where
hold it.
I don't know where we're at. So
Unless it's like very serious.
the short story is early on in the band, before we really had a name, there was a few songs that was written. One of which was called Jägertown. Very anthemic, very reflective of kind of what we do. It's a party song. It's a high energy song. After a lot of debate and some soul searching, we realized that the title of that song should probably be the title of this band. So that's the short story.
Fitting.
11 years later, here we are.
Dang, 11 years. That's awesome. So tell me about your new single, Rear View.
We're super excited. So we got to come to Nashville in December, early part of December. We recorded at Ocean Way with Matt McClure, who's just amazing. It was an awesome experience. We wrote the song. We did 3 songs while we were here, and radio tested them out there at Rear View. Everybody loves it and is excited about it. Our last single last year got to 29 on. Yeah, that was amazing. So we're just hoping for bigger and even more things. We love all the the response we got from the last single, but the things that we're hearing right now from all of our friends in the industry on the new stuff is, you guys are right there. So
It's exciting. It's very exciting. Congrats. So what would you say is the biggest inspiration that helped you chase your dream to be musicians?
You
Why don't you
have
say it?
tough questions. You want to field
Yeah.
this?
Oh, no.
I
What's
don't
your
think she
biggest
wants to field this
inspiration?
one.
My
Yeah,
inspiration?
to be a musician.
What inspires you as musicians?
Yeah, I got this, guys.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You've got that one.
No, I'm going to make this up as I go. No.
Okay, perfect.
Honestly, I'm not making this up. It's the biggest inspiration is really anybody who's ever ventured down this road understands like how much work it really is, and it will engulf your life and every aspect of it. So it's reward and it's motivation. But when you can do something, when you write a song, you put out an album, you put on a show, and when people approach you after a show and say something like, this song means so much to me, this is my favorite song, it hit me at a time in my life when I needed this song, and everything from that to looking out and seeing a crowd of people sing along is motivation to do more of that. So it's kind of paradoxical in that way. Like, it kind of starts you going off, and then the more you get, the more you want, and you can't get off this crazy thing.
Jane?
Nor do we want to, Jane.
Yeah,
That was a Jetsons reference for you younger kids. It was a cartoon in the 70s.
It's called the Jetsons.
Yeah.
So for someone who isn't familiar with your music, how would you explain it to them?
I would say it's definitely on the rockin' edge of country.
Definitely edgy.
Yes.
See that.
And the show is reflective of that. Liz is an amazing performer and fiddle player. I mean, we'll mix it up. We're playing Jägertown music, and we'll drop into Charlie Daniels in the middle of that. We're hitting Metallica.
Yep.
I mean, just to keep it, just to do something surprising. So it's the original music and the stage show are all reflective of each other. It's high energy. Doesn't mean we can't break it down and do a ballad, but it's definitely on the rockin' edge of country.
Keep everything all there. So what's next for you guys? What should we look out for in 2018?
Well, the single is on February 12th.
Yep.
You can pre-order it. Last week it was number 8 on iTunes pre-orders, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, definitely look for it there, anywhere you listen to music, and then touring. So we're going into markets that we haven't touched yet.
That'll be good.
Yeah, so we're heading actually south and east this year, so that's going to be amazing. If you see us, you follow us, you hear Jägertown's music, they're going to be anywhere close. We'd love to see you. We'd love to chat. We're super engaged with friends and fans online on all the social media platforms and stuff, and we love to talk to people. If we're in your area, we'd love to meet you. Yeah.
How many dates do you guys have?
Right now we're sitting at about 35, but we're right in the heart of booking season.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we've been averaging 45, 50 a year, and I think it's probably going to stretch a little further this year, even though if you looked around just now when I said that, everybody kind of went,
Great, can't wait.
I think it's gearing up to be the best year yet, and that's a lot to do with the last single and that getting to 29. The markets are opening up, and they're receiving us a lot more than they used to.
We love touring. I mean, it's I don't want to complain. It's hard to be away from home. There's things and people that you miss when you go away from home, But getting in your bus and, you know, has our name on the side. We love watching when we're driving down the road and people are pinging it, you know, reading the name, and then just playing in front of new crowds, you know. And it's great because so much of this stuff is repeated, you know. Oh, I saw you play over here, so now I want you for my festival.
Yeah.
Or, you know, would you come open for this person? I caught you at this show, opening for this. It's great how everything feeds into something else. So it's a lot of work, but we look forward to it.
Yeah, you guys are going to be very busy. I'm excited for you guys. That's awesome. So now onto the food questions. Yeah, so what would you say are your top 3 cities when it comes to food? Favorite cities?
New Orleans.
I'm,
that was quick.
I'm gonna go with, where were we in Texas? And the Catfish. What city?
That was
We were
Dallas.
just outside of
Just
Dallas.
outside
Let's
Dallas.
just call it Dallas, because I had a piece of catfish in Dallas. It was the most amazing thing I've ever eaten in my life.
Honestly, I'm going to say Montana. Small town Montana. We've played a lot of places up there, and they do these fairs. I mean, here's the funny thing about some of these places. We were playing with Eli Young Band in northern Montana for a few dates, and everybody kept telling us, well, if you want to eat this, you go to this bar. If you want to eat this, you go to this. And I'm like, why do people keep telling us to go to eat at the bar? And they're like, because we don't have restaurants. All the bars are restaurants. But the food was amazing. I mean, you know, they raised that cow, killed it, and served it to you like right then. And the pies.
The best is the 4-H.
Yeah.
So like
Oh,
they
yeah.
bake, they have pie bake-offs, right? So there's just like pieces of like 60
Homemade pie.
different kinds of homemade pie.
awesome.
It's unreal. It's really
Terrible for your diet. It's
Yes.
delicious if you don't care.
Okay, you can cave every once in a while.
Somebody told me once pie tastes better than skinny feels all day long.
That's true. That's very true. So who would you say is the biggest foodie in the group? Any of you?
We're all connoisseurs. And we
Yeah,
actually
I think we all have our own special tastes, I guess. I might pin that on you, but I think
will
Liz
take
is
it.
the biggest foodie as.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Go ahead, yeah, take it.
Oh, I cook. Yeah, I cook. Indian food. I've been experimenting with like traditional Indian food. Yeah. So it's really hard.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's intense.
a lot of ingredients.
Yeah,
We're kind of
there's a lot of
cooler
stuff.
town. After last few years of traveling, yeah, we all started to laugh because when you're done with the show at 2 a.m., if you didn't plan ahead, you're going to be living off 7-Eleven food, and you can't have that. Yeah, so we have so much stuff that we all cook. So now we're cooking all the time, or we're how do we
Meal prep, like
Big blue
lot of-
coolers.
lot of
What do
yeah,
you
no
got?
prep.
What did you bring? It's like when you were in school and your mom packed your lunch.
Yeah, you traded. Do some trading.
so do you cook for everyone, or like do you guys all cook your own stuff?
You are and share.
Everybody,
We share.
everybody cooks or preps and brings something, and then it all just kind of gets shared. And
Yeah.
there's usually a bunch left over when we get home. So.
For the most part, it's just me and Kristen. They just eat everything we cook.
Get on him.
I can't win.
You poor guy.
They're jealous of the hair.
You think so?
Donuts. That's what I'm jealous of.
That's funny. So what's like your go-to snack on the road?
Dots
Dodge
pretzels.
pretzels.
What? Whoa.
Dots pretzels.
You guys
Dots
all said that at the
pretzels.
same time.
Yeah.
If you get to the Dakotas or anywhere they sell, I don't know why we're pushing them. They need to sponsor us. We got to get a hold of Dots Pretzels.
Oh, we
we
should.
would be an
Yeah.
amazing sponsor for you, Dots Pretzels. I have
Tag
introduced.
them in this when we post
I
it.
have introduced so many people to Dots Pretzels. It's amazing.
I
All
don't
these
think
people
I've
back
ever
home.
had
So,
that.
you know, the story is Liz and I were staying up one night driving. Everyone else is asleep, and it's like 4 a.m. It's half blizzard. We're somewhere in North Dakota, and we stop at a gas station. It doesn't even have concrete. We pull up in the mud to fill up the tour bus. And we're kind of getting into this mode. So I went in just looking for, I call it awake food when you're touring, like something to just keep your hand and your mouth busy. And we found these bags of Dots pretzels, and they're locally made up there. And if you don't want to be addicted to pretzels, don't ever try them. Because if you eat one, I have friends in the Midwest that can't get them. And through word of mouth, or maybe I shared them with them when they were in town or this, that, or the other, I have friends that now have Dots pretzels drop shipped to their homes.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
No, they're
delicious.
ridiculous.
Last
You gotta
time
have
we
to-
were
they're
up
that good.
there, I think we what?
Oh, I bought
20?
12 bags.
We
myself.
bootleg them.
Yeah.
We bootleg them home and sell them to people.
You get the people if you have. It's like you're a mover and a shaker. You can bring them home, pay $8. and you
Yeah,
turn
it's
around and double
sponsorship.
your price to your friends because they want them so bad. No, I don't rip anybody off.
You guys are crazy. Jeez.
They are really good.
Gonna have to try them. Maybe not. So if someone was coming to visit you in Nashville, what restaurant would you recommend to them?
Get out of here. Chewy's is good.
Chewy's is great. Mexican.
Chewy's is like a chain. Yeah. Oh, you don't? Okay. So Chewy's is your
I don't know what's. We're going tonight to a taco place over by Ocean Way that we fell in love with, but I can't remember the name.
Sliders was good. That was good. Yeah, that was down. That was decent. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we asked this question for everyone. If you could have a meal and a drink with one person, dead or alive, who would it be and what would you have? You each have to answer.
Go ahead. I've answered this question before, so I'm loaded.
No, you start.
I would start, get your tissues out, kids, with my mother, because it was a tradition for her and I. We used to always go out on a Friday night and get a chef salad. That was her thing. So we knew where the best salad bar in town was, and she passed away when I was too young for her to pass away, and so that's always been my answer, always will be.
Oh, I don't want to follow that one up. That's
You
impossible.
should. I gave you the opportunity.
I did. You're right.
Man, I would. This is gonna sound crazy. I would like to have him sit down with Jesus, but I'd be afraid of what he might say.
That's like
I'd be afraid of what he might. No, but I'd be afraid of what he might say, and I don't know what I'd feed him. I don't know, because I don't know.
You don't know?
Either that or Prince, and I would gotta say Jesus first, but then Prince for sure. Yeah, we got to go to Prince's house last year, and we actually got to eat. We got a private tour, it was amazing, and we got to eat from his chef. It was chocolate chip French toast, and this amazing. In his nightclub, he has a nightclub in his house, and his chef still works there and fed us. It was awesome.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's really cool.
So I know what he eats.
Dang.
Trying real hard to get you out of this question, but I think she's still looking at you.
Okay. Shakespeare, and I don't know what we'd eat.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Awesome. Pretzels?
Oh,
Yeah, Dot's
pretzels.
pretzels.
Oh,
Dot's
I don't
pretzels
think I
or
would-
Shakespeare?
Probably.
It'd be hard for him to enunciate all those words with his mouth
Yeah,
full of
that's
pretzels.
who I'd hang out with for sure.
Good answer. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. And tell them what's your social media accounts for everyone to follow you. It's Jägertown.
Jägertown.com.
Yep.
Everything /Jägertown. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, /Jägertown. It's all the same.
Jager. Look for the new single on the 12th. Rear view. Absolutely.
Dot's Pretzel
Follow us. We'll follow you
sponsorship.
back.
This guy.
That's right.
Sponsorship. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.